go ahead and be talking about set operations and using Venn diagrams. So I was able to choose 3 of the following sets, but I am going to go ahead and just start off with what it is asking me. So go ahead and suppose that U has set numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if you don't know what that is, I can go ahead and show you like this. So all I did was write down for like your U, your S, your T, and your V. I just wrote down the numbers and their symbols. So like their letters, U, V, T. That way I can just see it visually. And then I'm going to go ahead and start off with what you are basically going to do. So this using set operations and Venn diagrams, you have intersections, you have unions, and you also have complement, which are all of everything. So in intersections are the symbol of in. It looks like an in, but it's in. It looks like that. That is an intersection. That's what's called an intersection. An intersection are the intersections of 2 sets is all of the things in both sets. It's all the things in both sets. So, for example, if you had set A and set B. So, I'm going to just draw it out. Set A and set B, and you are BA intersection of B. So I just drew this out. Sorry, I'm not very good at going back and forth. I just drew an example. So A, B, A intersection of B. My book. You would be able to find out everything between A and B. So A and B would be in the middle because it's intersection. It's A and B. So it will look like that. Since it's in the middle, it's everything of A and B. Then you have union, which union, sorry, I have to keep moving back and forth. Union is unions are the union of 2 sets are all of the things in either set. So for example, if A union B would to mean A or B or both. So draw another Venn diagram, and it's A union B. So it would be everything of A, everything of B, and everything, it's A or B or both. So A or B or both. So it will look something like that, since it's A or B or both. That is a union. That is basically what we'll be talking about. When you have a letter, for example, when it has apostrophe, something like this, it means everything not of T. So, for example, it can be, think of it, it can be A, B, and for my example, will be nothing of A. Instead of using a T randomly, it will be nothing of B. This would be. So on this Venn diagram, it will be everything of A and around B. I'm sorry, my Venn diagram is supposed to have squares in the end. So it will look like this problem. So everything not a B. So you have everything of A and everything that's around A, which would not be B. So anything that's not B. So you would leave this part and this part, since B is also in the middle. That is what that apostrophe T is what I call it. But it basically just, it's called actually a complement. The complement, I cannot say it, of a set is all the things which are not in the set. So, like I said, everything that's not B, not in the set, so will be A and everything around it. Those will be what we're talking today. So, going back to what I had with the U, S, T, V, those are the number sets that we're going to be using into the 3 problems that I chose. So, I'm going to go ahead and tear this paper out. That way we can start from a new paper. And I'm going to go ahead and rewrite all the sets. So you can rewrite U is have a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. S has a set numbers of 2, 4, and 6. T has a set numbers of 1, 2, 4, and V has set numbers of 4, 5, 6. So it does get a little bit confusing when you have the numbers. Trust me, I'm going to be completely honest. It does, I still get kind of trouble in it. So if I make a mistake, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm still here learning just as y'all. So the first example that I chose was going to be S union parentheses T intersection of V. So when it comes to the parentheses, I always get confused, and it looks something like this. I just rewrote it, and it's something like that. S union parentheses T intersection of V close parentheses. I do parentheses first, just like a word problem or any other problem with your exponents and stuff. So I drew my Venn diagrams, and I did S, T, V, right, and then you have U. So I write out the numbers in each. All I did was this. If y'all are wondering, I just drew the circles labeled and the square. I write every number in each section. That just helps me. So I would, since I know I'm using S, T, and V, I would write the numbers in each section, so I know what numbers I'm using, and I don't have to keep going back and forth. That just works for me. If you want, you can just, if you want, you're more than welcome to do it another way or go through the problem and write them in. But for my best way, I just write all the numbers in each circle. So I then read the problem again. So T intersection of V. So it's T and V. So everything of T and V. So I know T and V, they have 1, 2, 4, and 5, 4, 5, 6. So the only thing they have in common would be 4. So I will then go erase my 4 in the T and V, each of the T and V's, and put the 4 in the middle between T and V. Since you are trying, so you have 5, 6, 1, 2, and 4 on T and V, because that is the first part. So that is everything, that's both A and B, or for mine it will be T and V. So the only thing they do have in common will be 4. Then you come back to S union. So you have your S union, which would be, it would be everything, so it's A or B or both. So for this would be S or 4 or both. So what I would do 2, 4, I would do it in the middle of all. And you would have, I'm trying to make my circles big, that's all I'm doing. You would have 2, 4, and 6. And I would keep my 4 into the T and V because that's its own section. So I would do it as, I can't see it, 2, 4, and 6 in the middle because it is union. So it's all of the numbers, not just what they have in common. And I would, of course, erased my S's because, I just put it there to help me out and to see all my numbers. So all I'm doing now is making it bigger to show y'all, so y'all don't have to be squinting y'all's little eyes. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6. There you go. So I would just put it in the middle since it is the union, and then you have your 4 for your T and V. Okay, the next problem will be that I chose is parentheses S complement, I cannot say it, which is everything not of S. Intersection of everything that's not V, so V complement with the little parentheses I like to call it, but that's not what it's actually called. And then union of T. So the next problem looks like this. So S, the complement of intersection, and a V, the complement, and then union of T. So then I would do again my circles, so S, V, and T. And then my square in the back. I would go again and put my numbers in each. So 2, 4, 6 on the S, 4, 5, 6 in the V, and 1, 2, 4 on the T. So then intersection is end, right? So it'll be S and V. So everything of S and V combined. Well, the ones that they have in common. But it says it's the complement, so it's nothing of X, of S. So it's all the things what are not in that set. So not in the set of S and not in the set of V. So with that being, I would do only the set of T, which would be 1, 2, 4. Because there's nothing in the set of. So I would put 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and remove everything in. Or actually, I would leave it as 1, 2, 4. Because I would remove everything in the S and V because it's nothing of those sets, everything other than those sets. So it would just be 1, 2, and 4. Then you have the union of T, which would be or both. So your T is 1, 2, 4, and you have, which is union of T. So it would just stay as 1, 2, 4 because S and V is nothing in those sets, which would only be 1, 2, 4. And then you have your union of T, which is, it's, and like for example, A or B or both will be union of T, so it's of and or both of all of T. So it would just be as 1, 2, 4 because the other numbers will not be in there since it's everything other than those numbers. And the last example would be parentheses S complement of the union of the complement. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I like to say parentheses, like the apostrophe, but that's not the correct name. It's in a complement. I just feel really weird saying complement union V, complement of V. I don't know how to say the proper way, but it's basically everything other than S. So I just say S apostrophe, but that's not the correct name. But that helps me to get my brain in check, I guess. Close the parentheses, intersection of T. So then again, I will draw my Venn diagrams, all 3 in the square, and then label S, B, T. And then for my preference, I would label all the numbers in there. So S would have 2, 4, 6. V would have 4, 5, 6. And T will be 1, 2, 4. I did a number on S. So then, again, it looks like this. I just separated the numbers. For me, to help me, you can go through and just put the numbers you want it where it goes. But I do this so it helps me in my brain. So then I would look into the parentheses. So everything that's not of it's all the things which are not in the set of S. So it would not be 2, 4, 6. And the union, which would be and or. So or both, so or both of V, but it's everything that's not in V. So it would be as well as T, in which stay as T because it's none of the sets. So 1, 2, 4. Then you have an intersection of T. So everything of T. So what I would do personally would put all the numbers in T since you're trying to find the intersection of T and everything not of S and everything not of V. So it would be all the numbers, but into the T section. So S has 2, 4, 6, so it would be only 6, and V is 4, 5, 6, so 5, 6. So that is how it would look. Because a T of the intersection of everything not of X, S, and everything not of V would be everything not an S or V, but is intersection with T. So all the numbers combined would be in T. S and V, it's everything that's not S and everything not in V. So those would be completely out. And I think that will be it. I did choose my three sections to talk about, my sets. I did talk about the STV. I did talk about the union, the intersections, the apostrophes, which is the complements, which is everything that is not. I did talk about how to use a Venn diagram. The Venn diagram is using the 3 circles, the way I did shows, and I did describe how T, V, the middle of the both. I did describe the elements. Alrighty, then I am done. I explained how I found my sets. I'm going to be completely honest. I am really nervous and I really hope I pass this class. Alrighty, so thank you and have a good day.